why are we using Google Meet today?
Yeah, Sydney has some kind of bug
Bug.
issues they're trying to fix, which is why that's use Sydney and Google Meet.
Okay, fine, fine. So you were saying something before I came in. How's everybody doing, by the way?
I'm doing good. Good.
Nice, nice.
We're doing good. So
Good, good.
Good good, boss. Good evening, second.
Good evening. So I saw some people actually submitted, which is good. Let me figure out how many people and the time. So let's see. So Funsho submitted his voice recording at 2:53. I mean 2:53 seconds, which is good. GB Reigns 2:50, and also had a very good rebuttal about the question I asked him. So that's good. Then there's Eddie, 2 minutes 4 seconds. I'm looking forward to listening to them. Then Monarch, okay, yeah, Monarch, yours is incomplete at the moment, right? Monarch,
You mean the product?
no, the your voice recording is like 1 minute 48
No,
seconds. It's
it's
complete.
complete.
Okay. Then there's
Yeah.
Chatter. Then there's Cindy at 1 minute 35 seconds. That's interesting. I'd love to see how that was able to be squeezed into the. Same thing with Chidera. And Mide your own is showing zero.
Hi, everyone.
Okay, but it's not showing the this. Okay, fine. So at least let's see. So that's how many people? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. So 7 people, right? Okay, that's good. So at least by Uncle Phil, you're here today. That's nice. Yeah. Okay, fine. So definitely towards the end of the call, I'd mention how how much the people that submitted early would get. But we still have to look at the quality. But at least for submitting early, cool. So I think we can start. What are we going to do today? Um, what are we going? To, what's happening in the chat? Who is Lulu again? Okay, so um, okay, fine. So Emmanuel, you were about to say something before I entered.
Um, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, yeah. While waiting for you, so
Hmm.
we are just like doing what we've been doing so far, like using those tools and trying to pitch our product for like 2 minutes. So
Okay.
Cindy, Vina, and who again, Chidera just went, and they actually like
Have they gone
pitch.
already?
Yeah, they've
Uh-uh.
gone.
I beg. I want to hear. Let's run it back now. I hear now. Let's run it back. Let me hear. Now one drum for my back, man. No here. I go here. So run it again. Let me see. I mean, the
Okay.
people that submitted already have like an edge because they've practiced it already. They've submitted. We're going to go through all of it, right? And everybody will try and help us figure out where their pitch was right, where their pitch was wrong. The reason for this is that if you know how to analyze a pitch, by extension, you know how to write a pitch. At least you'll have the basic knowledge of writing a pitch, right? So, and the 7 of them, we might as well grade the 7 of them to be honest, because today is like pitch. Today is a pitch Friday, so we might as well do that, right? So, which one do we do first? Should we listen to the recordings or should we let them do it live? I mean, let's let them do it live. I mean, if you're bold enough to do live, you should at least have precedence. So, let them do
yeah.
live, yeah.
Okay.
And let's so everybody should listen to the pitches and let's figure out what we think about everyone, and we go to the next one. So who's going first? Who went first? The last one.
Yeah.
Chidera. Okay, Chidera, are you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm Chidera. We are doing Chatter. Chatter helps merchants turn messaging into monetized storefronts. Right now, most players in the space are okay with a fragmented social commerce experience, but we are not. That fragmentation leads to consumer drop-offs, low conversion rates, and missed opportunities. That's exactly why we built Chatter, a streamlined platform that helps merchants set up in just 3 clicks, packed with all the tools they need in one place. Our core users are merchants who sell internationally through social channels, and the opportunity is massive. The global social commerce industry is valued at $720 billion. We are setting our sights on capturing $800 million of that by 2028. Beyond simplifying commerce, Chatter also helps merchants grow their income by earning yields on their balances. To reach our market, we are combining online forums, community engagement, and physical outreach. We're already seeing strong traction. Our TDP is over $5,000 with 1,500 plus transactions and a monthly burn rate of just under $500. Our business model is simple. We take a 1 to 2% fee per transaction and offer a subscription tier for merchants who want access to premium features. We built a working preview of our mobile application, and there's a robust roadmap of advanced features coming soon. Our team brings over 20 years of combined experience in engineering and design, with a track record of building products that serve millions of users. Thank you.
Okay, fine, fantastic. How many minutes was that?
I think a minute 50 something, 52.
Okay, fine, fine. So, see what we're going to do. Three. Anybody that has something about his pitch should put it in the, should put it in the message, right? Or if you know you can keep it less than 20 seconds, you can ask him, right? Or 30 seconds, you can ask him. But as he was saying, see what I found out. One, he was too fast. I didn't get the part of what they do, right? That's one. Two, it sounds rehearsed, right? It sounds as if it's you're trying to beat time, right? It doesn't flow, right? That's the second one. The founder product fit was missing. I don't know why you're the one that's supposed to be building this, or at least it did not come before the problem or solution itself. All these things flow, right? I need to know what you're building. I need to know why you're the person to build it. And the only way you can convince me you're the person to build it is to tell me something you've done for which I will have some trust in you, right? Then after that, the next will be now telling me what the problem is. Because if I trust you enough to understand the problem and to understand the gap in the market, I will trust you to be able to give me the solution, right? So those three things are very important and they have to kind of follow one another, right? So I didn't see that. Then you said your bond rate. Why is your bond rate in the pitch? What is the logic behind it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much shows that we are not actually like exhausting more than we are actually like generating or something
How much are you
in
generating?
terms of spends or salaries and all of that.
Okay, so the reason why you're putting a bond rate is to you're putting a bond rate to tell your investors that you're very frugal with money, right? So that's the right thing, right? But you're not really you're making from the 5,000 TVP. How much is your take? Normally it's 1.5%, is it not? Or give or
Yeah.
take somewhere around there. So 10% of 5,000 is 500. 1% of that is 50. 1.5% of that is 75. So if you're making $75, right? If you're making $75, there is no way in the world you are that the bond rate is the flex you think it is, because the revenue you're actually making is $75, and your bond rate is 500 and something. So you still have a higher bond rate than your revenue. So the answer you had initially wasn't the right answer. Is you just want to show that you don't waste money, right? That's the use for it. Because investors would always pick these numbers. When you say a number, better be sure that you know what you're actually doing with that number, right? But besides that, at least the good thing is that you have it on deck. The only thing you can do now is take this feedback and just keep making it better. Then is so, but that's it from my own end. Now, is there anybody that has something that they found out that they want to kind of give him feedback on? Anybody? It's an open house, please.
Yeah, GM guys.
Yeah, GM.
Though he was actually speaking pretty quickly, so I didn't get the problem solution. To be very honest,
Okay,
I didn't
yeah.
get it.
Yeah, that was the first thing I also noticed. It was too fast. Yeah. Okay. I mean, so, Chidera, take that feedback, right? Go back and actually nail it. Your pitch is the most important from the first page. So, first page you get our attention. Second page you have the right to keep the attention, right? And third page, fourth page, you basically kind of nail it in. Drop offs tend to happen in the third page. First page, second page, by the third page I'm already out. You get? So that's why first page is the one liner, second page is the market fit, third page is the is the problem and solution, right? So that's the way you kind of list it out. Okay, fine. So yeah, so take all that feedback and do something with it. Who's the next person? Emmanuel, who was the next person? Ashley.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Who was the next person? Go.
Well, Cindy now.
Okay, okay, fine. So,
Person.
okay, you have the floor.
Hi guys, I'm Cindy Onkeme and I'm building Manila. We create comfortable menus for hospitality businesses. Normally in our industry, it is believed that customer service, marketing, and location are usually the problem. But while we've been doing it for 12 months and talking to 30 and interviewing 30 hospitality owners, we found out that employee theft is a bigger issue. And the question is, how can we solve this? And our solution is to build an owner dashboard, which caters to the kitchen management business, a $785 million market, collection, staff tipping, and credit scores from the ground up. Our customers are hospitality businesses, lounges, events, hotels, and restaurants. The market that we serve are the $150 million employee theft market, the $785 million KDS market, and the $6.2 billion West African food and service markets. Our go-to-market strategy is a QR code installation for our customers, but also a free 4-week trial period, food fest, and community integration. Our track record so far is that we've covered 30 tables with 480 QR codes scanned in 2 weeks. But we've also processed $640 and we're still in closed beta. Our business model is a tiered pricing and subscription plan, ranging from basic to enterprise, each with their own features. Our roadmap consists of the owner dashboard, which we've already achieved, loyalty integration, gaming lobby, and vendor onboarding. Our team consists of just me, and we're looking to integrate more people. Thank you.
Fine. So that was good. It sounds less rehearsed, but I think the network kind of gave you some issues. But besides that, it sounds less rehearsed. But if you have been doing this for a long time, you can still hear that it's probably being read, but it sounds less rehearsed. So that's good, right? It's clear, right? At least it's articulate, right? Now, I think I'll leave it to the house to know if they were able to catch parts of the content, because clarity is one thing, but understanding is another thing. So I think I'll leave it to the house to know if they get it. But I think it ticked a whole lot of boxes. It also corrected the mistake that Chidera made, which is giving us like a founder product fit in the second page before the problem and the solution, right? And at least it showed what the industry misconception is. So, but that's it on my end, right? It sounds less rehearsed, but I can still tell that it was being read from something, right? But at least it's articulate. So now I'll throw it open to the house. What's the feedback people can give out? Feedback, guys. Feedback. Yeah, yeah. Please go, Alex.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah.
So I think she nailed it, but then maybe it's because I'm using my headset, but I think she was kind of tensed while talking, so maybe more free flow is
Okay.
better.
Okay. Fine. Ashley, your hand is up. So what is it?
Yeah, I just wanted to kind of say the same thing. It seems like she was a bit pressured. I mean, it's never easy to kind of run through your project in 2, 3 minutes, but you need to just calm down and take your words step by step instead, so you don't have to say excuse me, sorry, stuff like that.
Okay, fine. So basically, the way we kind of solve that is practice, really. It's practice. So, I mean, it might be very difficult for you people to believe, but me myself, whenever I get on stage, the rush comes, right? Happens to the best of us, right? The thing is that you tame it when it comes. So you have three options. You can freeze and let it control and just basically be immobilized, or you can just say you don't want to do again, or you can fight through it, right? You know, and that's what we normally do. So I mean, at least Goddess is here. She hosted Startup Village. It must have been something for her too, right? So Ashley, you spoke at the stablecoin summit, right? It must have been something same experience for you. But the point is, anybody who looks at you would not know that you're literally going through it at that point, right? Startup Village, my slide wasn't working. All of you remember now. Like my slide literally wasn't working, but you couldn't actually tell if you look at my face, right? So it's the only place you get that is through practice, right? What I love about the person, her pitch is that it's clear, it's articulate, right? It's just that modulation of being tense. And the only way you can actually get rid of it is just going through it, just doing it a lot more times, right? And after that, you're just going to be like killer with it. So, Cindy, you're going to take that home and work on it, right? And do more practice with it. So, who was the next person? That's Goddess, right?
I am.
Yeah.
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 Alright, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Alright, beautiful. Hi. Hi everyone, my name is Goddess and I'm the developer of Life, which lets you reduce your live stream research time by 20x. Now, the big consensus is that there's little to no research before lecturing to community or as a host needs over an average of 160 hours. I'm discovered that it takes 3 times the research time for an hour live stream, and that's why I'm predicting to reduce this research time and also provide enough tools for more streamlined commentary. So we use the Vina AI assistants, the research notepad, and the teleprompter. Now, our customers are live streamers and commentators that spend more time researching than doing the actual live streams, and we completed its market at an estimate of $38 million. Over our commentators like the traditional Google, Population, Google, we have the advantage of organized research and an in-app AI assistant, so you don't have to be that also market strategy, the community bounty, which will be putting out first, and also an exit report so that you can you can track this. I'm sorry, actually.
Don't be distracted. Continue. This is a practical experience. Continue. You can't be distracted.
Our business was how it affects everybody. It's through brand advertising, our purchase features that you can pay for, and 2% on in-text streams. Our roadmap is the AI nutritionist and content to be released out first, and we'll have smart research feature and streaming platform. Also, we'll be working on that intensity by Q1 2026. Our team was structured, so I'm the only person on the team right now who will build that back over time, and basically, yeah, that's it.
Okay, fine. So the reason why I did this is because your own is a cheat. You host community call, you host a startup village, so we cannot measure you with the same way we measure other people. We have to throw some stones in your way to figure out if you're going to be able to hold it. So I mean, hey, obviously, you don't sound like you're not reading it. Obviously, you don't sound like you're reading it. So that's one. But then again, you have more practice. So now the thing is that you got distracted because we can't hear you, right? And I said something and you got distracted. Liken that to you trying to pitch and your microphone is not working, right? Somebody else would probably freeze, right? You would talk through it, but the point is, you also have to have it in mind that um, things like this can happen even at at that top level. So, like I used my own experience, my slide wasn't working, but I ran through it. I had my phone and I ran through it, and basically nobody noticed, right? So, so these are the things now. But this is just from me. Now, anybody else in the house can um, give their feedback on how they think you did. So what we're really doing today is mostly around the quality of your pitching, right? We're still going to keep working on the content during the week, but once we come back on weekends, on Fridays, is the quality of the pitch. The quality of the pitch, how well you're convincing us, and are you bringing out that emotional spin to what we're doing, right? So, or to what you're doing here. So please, answers, feedback, sorry, for Goddess and Vinod Alive.
Yeah, I don't know if it was because of network, but I didn't really hear much on the business model.
Okay.
So I don't know if that was clear or like if it was a network issue or she didn't really speak on it. I don't
Okay,
know. I
fine.
didn't hear it.
Goddess, what's your business model?
Okay, so can you hear me now?
We can hear you, yes.
Okay, beautiful. I said brand advertising for brands. So we could do placements for brands in the app. We also said the go-to features will be pushed out. You have to pay for that, and then 2% on gated streams.
Okay, so this is a lot, right? It should be bam, 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 right? And yes, there's a handicap because it's voice. If it was video, we'll probably see the icons you've used to denote that, right? This week, what we're doing for the most part is the flow of the pitch, right? The next week we're going to do the quality of the business, right? But I want people to actually come out. Now, mind you, next week we're not going to be doing this. Sorry guys, we're not going to be doing this speech with your cameras turned off, right? It has to be turned on so that you start testing yourself against that pressure, right? Because you're not going to pitch somebody for money and they don't see you, right? You have to actually be comfortable with your face. You have to be comfortable with the imperfections that you think you're seeing, right? You have to really be strong and nail it because investors, for the most part, your investors, your customers, your employees, your partners, they want to look at you and they feel confident. They cannot do that if you're still hiding behind your comfort zones, right? So all of you will have that problem. Like I said, I've been practicing for a long time, right? But when it's like stage or something, there's still that that feeling, right? That rush. It comes over all of us. It's just how you're gonna use it, right? So that's it. So that works. Um, then you find a camera that works. You're not going to tell your investor that my camera is bad. You're literally not going to tell your investor that my camera is bad. So you can't come up with excuses like that too, right? You can't. You have to basically be on it. You get? Okay, fine. So who's the next person? Actually, let's run it through the people that actually submitted. Let's finish those ones first. So who else submitted wants to go? Let me even check the guys that submitted first.
Funsho, I think I saw
Funsho,
Funsho.
yeah, Funsho, please, you have the floor. Funsho, you have the floor.
Alright.
Fine, yeah.
Hi guys. Funsho, the co-founder of Emerge Funds, a fundraising platform that delivers instant emergency aid using USDC and fiat. The problem in most of Africa, access to emergency financial aid is slow and bureaucratic. Traditional platforms take days, they charge high fees, require bank access, and often block cross-border support. But crisis doesn't wait, and that is why we are building large funds. Now, why us? We've lived this. We've seen firsthand how access to fast financial help can save lives. With years of building Web3 tools and community-led growth in Africa, we built March funds to be the kind of platform we wish existed when we needed help. And our key insight is emergencies require instant and transparent and borderless funding. And Web3 is the only system that can deliver that at scale. Our solution is enabling individuals, organizations to create verified emergency campaigns and receive real-time borderless donations in stablecoins directly to their wallet with full on-chain transparency. Our customers are individuals and families facing urgent crises, and the donors and communities who want to support them instantly. From medical from medical emergencies in Lagos to floods in Nairobi to diaspora support from London, we make urgent aid instantly available. For the market opportunity, for Africa emergency aid market currently is worth $2.5 billion, and crowdfunding is booming across Africa, growing from $150 million and rising with mobile first users. And the difference between us and our competitor is that our platform is instant, it is borderless. We work for the unbanked and we are mobile first. And we are also on chain, so donors can track exactly where their money goes. For our traction and go to market, we've already partnered with Bad Cash for easy on and off ramping. And we are also in talks with Zelle XYZ to enable SMS banking so users without internet or crypto wallets can still access aid. And we've also partnered with Kingston School to help them raise the sum of $54,000. We will be reaching our users and customers via community leaders, diaspora channels, and local influencers on WhatsApp, X, and Facebook. And we will also track every key metric from time to funding to donor retention using on-chain analytics. For our business model, we will generate revenue through platform fee of 1 to 5%, premium campaign services, then tips from donors, and also B2B licensing for health organizations and NGOs. And on the long term, we will introduce a tokenized governance model for community ownership. Our roadmap, we already have a live MVP campaign creation. We have a USD support, what's it called already, and we also have a transparency dashboard on our platform. And for our roadmap, what is coming next is verification tools, reward system, mobile first UI, NGO onboarding, and real-time visa tutorials. And later on, we'll also plan to integrate protocol layer for open, decentralized emergency registries and offline access via USSD. Thank you.
Okay, so first things first is more than 3 minutes, is it not?
3:45.
So that's 4 minutes. Fine. But the one you actually posted on the group was less than 3 minutes, right?
Yes.
You know why that happened? You started inserting new things into what you've already said. That's why you got to the point where you were saying, what is it called? You don't insert. Like you so your pitch is your pitch, right?
Okay.
I mean
Yeah.
Donatus money. Okay, I think Donatus is the only person that was here that met Ator's session at SA, right? Where you ask Money at any time, right? And Money will literally tell you what track he does, and he doesn't skip a beat. Donatus is the same thing; he doesn't skip a beat, right? The reason why you have to practice these things is so that it doesn't catch you unawares, right? If anybody drags you and you start inserting new things into your pitch, it means it's not your pitch. You're still trying to figure it out. And investors who are willing to give you $100,000, $500,000, a million, they can sense that you're struggling with it. That's why it's good to you have to keep practicing this thing till you're really good at it. It's repetition. It's like training, right? Because for you to do 2 minutes 50 and now do almost 4 minutes, you were inserting under pressure, and that will basically start tripping you off, right? So that's one.
Okay.
Also, same problem. Your founder product fit was behind the problem solution, not in front of it. Anybody can tell me what a problem is, but why are you the person to tell me about it? What is your experience? You understand? Like, who are you that is speaking? Why are you telling me about raising money? Have you worked in microfinance? Have you try to raise money for something before how why are you the person with the right experience to do this? Because it's this is the opportunity, this is my expertise, and based on the power of that expertise, see what I think the problem is and see what the solution is. That's how it actually goes through. It's not the other way around. You get because anybody can come and tell you a problem, but they can be pulling the problem from their head. You need to establish trust and power and dominance first before you now do that. You get? So that's it on your end. Um, Also, I think this is for a few people. I've seen it before. The template we gave you is a template. You don't have to repeat the title when you're narrating what your business does. So, um, how we're going to make what is our unique? This is our unique insight. It almost sounds as if you're trying to narrate the title, right? Just flow, and everything will basic. You have enough time to pause and communicate as opposed to just reading through the content. So so you took too long with the problem solution that you ran out of time trying to explain every other part of the business, and I think that's why you actually had to run breeze through it and actually add more minutes or more seconds to it. I did not hear who your competitors are. I didn't hear that. What else? So that's it basically, right? But you can take this feedback and actually get better at it. You get?
Okay.
Yeah. Please, if anybody has something else they actually want to say, please just raise your hand and just go for it immediately, so I don't have to wait to kind of call you up. Okay? Yeah. So if nobody has anything, we can actually go to the next person. GB Reigns, is he here? No, is it GB Reigns? It was GB Reigns that was the next person, right? Yeah, it was GB. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So GB, you have the floor.
Yeah. Yeah, can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, we have. Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, alright.
So you have the floor. You have the floor.
So, hi. So, I'm GB Range and I'm building Other Sounds. Other Sounds is a music platform that let creators, producers, and artists discover, download, and trade premium license beats, and they get paid instantly in stablecoins. Having spent over 6 years in the music industry selling beats through Instagram and YouTube, I also run a producers training agency which gives me direct access to a growing loyal network of music creators. I have lived through this pain and now I am building exactly what my community is to thrive globally. Now, the music licensing industry is broken for many creators, especially across Africa. First, there is this issue of limited global reach. Incredible talent simply isn't finding international buyers. Secondly, getting paid across borders is slow, expensive, and frustrating. And thirdly, the licensing process is so complex that these often get lost before they even get started. We are changing that. How? Our marketplace gives producers global exposure, connecting them directly with artists, brands, creators worldwide. Payments are instant, borderless, and secure, powered by stablecoins. And our flexible licensing makes rights management clear, fast, and trustworthy, so collaborations can happen seamlessly. This is instead a small niche. The global market for beat licensing and sync placement is worth over $9.2 billion and is growing, driven by demand for music streaming, gaming, content creation, and advertising. Our big insight is this: we are the next wave of music growth, which will cater for cross-border collaborations beyond Africa. It is instant, borderless payment. Unlike our competitors, such as Vistas and Airbeats, which are tied to traditional payment rails, we are Web3 native. That means low fees, instant stable payout, flexible licensing, advanced analytics, and beauty marketing tools. We are not just faster and cheaper, we are more empowered for creators. We will drive adoptions with influencers, partnership, music events, sponsorship, content creators, targeted social media ads, and referral programs, which will measure success through active creators, transaction volumes, and revenue growth. So far, we've had over 500 bits uploaded with over $600 in our TVP. We make money through 20% transaction fee on every sale on our platform, plus subscription fee for premium features and marketing boosts. Next, we are rolling out intercourse such as reality integrations, NFT licensing, a mobile app, and eventually our own token in the future. We are here to give African creators a global stage to break payment barriers and make music licensing effortless. Thank you very much.
That was good. That was actually very good. So like I dropped in the chat, because you sell beats, you have authority to basically talk about what you're talking about, right? That is the way investors think. Like, oh, he sells beats. Okay, there might be something that we don't know here, right? Investors need to learn something from you with every pitch, right? They need to actually learn something. So if they're not learning anything, then it's a waste of their time. So that was good. Um, Powered by stable coins, it's okay, but it's not really. I mean, nail the product right, and now add it as okay. It's a stable, like everything's powered by stable coins, right? That works. But what you're really trying to solve is revenue for beat makers. Now, there was a place you made a mistake, or at least I think it's something that you have to do with practice. Is you said not only are we faster and cheaper, but something else, right? Now the thing is that that's not what you were pitching initially. The business is really about helping beat makers make revenue, is it not? That's what it is about, right?
Yes.
So stick to that. So stick to that. No, stick to that. You're not winning on fast. If you're helping beat makers make money, that's what you're doing. Stick to that, so that the value carries through across the whole page. You get? If you're saying faster and cheaper, well, who is your competitor at this point? Who are you faster than? Who are you cheaper than?
So our competitors are US products such as Vistas and and Airbeats. So on their platform, they charge
Who and who? Sorry, who and who?
40%. While charge 20%. Vistas
Yeah,
and Airbeats, they are music big platform. So
yeah.
their own transaction fee on their platform goes high as 30%, 40%.
Mm.
So we in Africa, we here down here, we decided to charge this.
Another big problem, and this is also another big problem. Why are you restricting yourself only to Africa? It makes you a local champion. Why can't anybody else use your products? If it's faster and cheaper and you help people sell beats, why can't anybody use it? Why is it focused on Africa alone?
Our market isn't focused just on Africa, but we just wanted to tap on the existing niche, which is Afrobeat and all African genre kind of music, so that people in diaspora could actually get there to buy a beat.
Yeah.
Afrobeat is just an upcoming niche in the music industry.
Oh well, it's not really upcoming anymore.
people
It has gotten quite big. So you have to know the number. How big is Afrobeat? What are the metrics required in Afrobeat? Like how does Afrobeat? So if you want to go Afrobeat alone, right, you have to have the numbers to justify that you're going Afrobeat alone. You get? You have to show that it's still young and it's probably going to get bigger than country or whatever it is. Then everybody be like, oh, okay, then maybe there's something there too, right? So you have two options. If you want to go Afrobeat heavy, right, find all the numbers and figure out all the genres of music that Afrobeat has beaten, right? But also figure out all the collaborations that's come from Afrobeat. So Chris Brown, all of them, right? How many streams do those records have, right? How big is it? We're hosting the World Cup, we're doing UEFA, we're doing all this. All those metrics are very important to basically show this is why you're going Afrobeat. So that way you have an advantage in the sense that you're African, you've sold beats before. If anybody can do it, it's going to be you, right? So that's it. That's it on that part. If you want to go the other side, then just build something that is global, right? I think the former is actually better. However, you have to be able to prove. If you're focused on one thing, kill it, right? Just kill it. Then you can now scale from there. But I think your business is clear. Your founder profit justifies why we should even listen to you at all, right? Those are the things that investors are looking for, right? Don't worry, we're not going to end by 7, so it's fine. Eddie can go, then Monarch can go after Eddie. Eddie, are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, fine. So you have the floor.
Okay, so I'm Eddie. Okay, hi everyone, I'm Eddie, and I'm building Current, a new bank for emerging markets.
Hold on. Let me not interrupt you, but guys, please, when you mention the name of your business, slow it down a little bit so that we can at least hear the name. Also, in the one-liner, slow it down so we can hear the one-liner. You can now run whenever you want to run. But if we don't know what the name is, if we cannot repeat it after you, if you cannot repeat your one line after you, it becomes a challenge. You're not the only one who has done it. GB has done it. Who else? Even Chidera herself did it, right? So you get to those places and you slow down. Like so, give us the name, calm. Give us the one liner, calm. It helps if the one liner is short, right? So that's that. Too. But you can continue. Take your time and continue again. It's fine. We'll give you the benefits.
Okay. Hi, I'm Eddie, and I'm building Coral, a new bank for emerging markets, making savings and investments easy with stable coins. With stable coins gaining widespread acceptance and accounting for over 43% of crypto transaction in Africa, I, I, I've observed over time that most people in emerging markets only transact with stable coins. Like they only receive, send, off ramp, on ramp with it, but they don't do anything other than that. And if they are not doing that, they are just holding idle funds, that's idle stable coins in their wallets. They don't earn interest on it, and one of the reasons is being they don't trust most DeFi platforms, and also there's a steep learning curve to how DeFi platforms work. They don't really know how it works. So our solution is giving users a simplified way to earn DeFi yields of up to 10% APY on their stable coins, and also easy access to investment tools, that's access to the stock market and government bonds. Our customers are individuals who don't just want to hedge against inflation but also earn interest on their stable coins holdings. Users who don't know that they can earn interest on their stable coins just as a regular bank account, and also individuals that are already earning in stable coins. So this market is a $25.6 billion market, and then we are targeting 2.5% of this market. Unlike our competitors such as Kimono Finance, Drip Protocol, we are removing the complexity involved in savings and making investments through stable coins. Go-to-market strategy is word of mouth. Just be telling people about our products and then making it also tell them others about it. Also, I have a newsletter of over a hundred of over 1,000 subscribers with a 40% rate. So I'll be posting about our products on this newsletter and sharing it to them. Also, I'll be reaching out to products and communities that you're already partnering with for a feature on their social media pages. Our business model is we are charging a 0.5% fee on deposits and withdrawal across all transactions. And our roadmap is over the next quarter, we'll be looking at integrating government bonds and also on ramping. Our team boasts of a combined 6 years experience shipping customer facing products across fintech and insurance space, and also personal experiences dealing with remittances and investment issues. Thank you.
Okay, so fine. Definitely above 3 minutes. Definitely above 3 minutes. How many minutes was it? Who was keeping time? Was anybody keeping time? Emmanuel, were you keeping time? Okay, so definitely above 3 minutes,
No,
right?
I was not.
Okay, definitely above 3 minutes. And same problem. The audio you shared was less, but when you're called upon to do it, you start inserting new things, and it was obvious you were at least trying to read because you were reading roadmap. We could tell that you were reading from something, right? So practice is what solves this. That's how you can also get better. Just practice, right? Also, your one-liner should start with a verb. We always try to say this. Start your one-liner with a verb so we know exactly what the act. So we know the action that what you're building should um, um, drive out of the person you're talking to, right? Um, when you said you observed many people is not correct. Use numbers, right? So observe that 3 million Nigerians are doing this, or observe that 60% of people that use stable coins use it only for this, right? Use metrics. Don't say many or more or most or all. You don't have the facilities to make that claim, right? You totally missed the founder product fit. Why you're the right person to build this? You totally missed it. It wasn't there. right? Use the template we have is not a suggestion. It's literally expo, right? Imagine you trying to copy from the smartest person in your class and you're now writing opposite what they're writing. You're guaranteeing yourself that you're going to fail regardless of what you do, right? So that's it. Use the format and obey it line for line. You get? then then I think so. That's basically it. You totally missed the founder product fit. I don't know why I should be listening to you. I don't know why you're the as an investor. I don't know why you're the person that's supposed to build this. More skilled people should build it. Why is it you? You didn't tell me why you're the right person to build it, right? So that's it. But so take the feedback, go work on your product, and come back again. Then who are we? Monarch, you're up next.
Oh, all right. Can
Yeah,
you hear me?
yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, okay. Hi, I'm Monarch. My team and I are building Oana, an intelligent accountability partner. The lack of an intelligent accountability partner, anonymity, and community for an addict causing stagnation in recovery processes. With a combined 21 years of building products, as well as dealing with habits like lack of proper sleep, gambling, and alcohol, we identified the lapse in traditional addiction recovery methods and products. The lack of an intelligent accountability partner and community, as well as anonymity in addiction recovery processes, leads to recovery stagnation and increased isolation due to shame, guilt, as well as a higher risk of relapse. Creating an intelligent accountability partner with habit trigger trackers and community, as well as anonymous accountability partner, provides tailored guidance, support, and a safe space, mitigating isolation and resulting into a long-lasting improvement for users, which platforms like Recovery Paths as well as Quizilla doesn't have. We intend to tap into the 3% of the greater than $10 billion market cap by focusing on young adults and professionals dealing with gambling, tech, and smoking addiction via partnerships with healthcare providers and targeted digital marketing, as well as referral programs to drive organic growth, and also create a voting system to deal with the empty room problem. Our business model includes subscription packages ranging from a free plan to a $15 premium plan, partnerships, and non-intrusive targeted ads, with a projection of 10,000 premium users, resulting in $1.8 million annual recurring revenue, plus partnerships of 200,000 in year one. Our roadmap consists of NFTs for milestones and sober timeline achievements.
Okay. So there were loads of nice keywords, meaning that there's something there. But I think it hasn't been arranged. But at least if a bot was trying to read your work, they would select you because there were keywords that you used, and those keywords triggered. So that's an advantage. However, it's not arranged properly yet, right? Then it sounds read. It sounds like you are actually reading it, right? It doesn't have the melody that you're basically communicating, right? Then you said 21 years of experience. Where is that coming from?
Yeah, so I mentioned my team, um, people building the products have experience. Can you guys hear me?
We can
This
hear
is
you.
Sonic
Yes, we can
Shadow.
hear you.
Yes, so combined experience of building products all together, me and my team, we built products around healthcare, finance,
Don't you say I go live for
fintech
you?
here. Eh?
Don't you say I go live for you? So the thing with using combined years as experience is that it's a vanity metrics, right? The It's activity, not outcome, right? Have you been able to save somebody from an addiction before, but it just didn't scale? The system you were using didn't scale, right? Has anybody in your team been able to do that? Have you been able to claim some amount of people that you have turned away from from gambling, have you worked in any part? Have you trained as a coach in any part? Right? So combined experience building apps and building stuff doesn't really translate. What translates is in that field you want to be good at, right? So this is the point I'd say. So please say it, let me hear it.
Oh, I was joking, but
Okay.
actually, when I said 21 years of what do you call it, also mentioned that we also had the issues with some of these addictions.
Okay, so people are recovering addicts.
Yes.
Okay, fine. That works, right? So that work is like, I'm recovering this, I'm recovering this, I'm recovering this, and based on I said sauce, trust me, bro. So you see exactly. I mean, so he has to basically have proof for this, because the good thing about this is that they're all telling you here, but your investors would not tell you. They will just look at you and say, "You don't want me." Continue. Then we'll talk to you next time, right? So I love the fact that they're giving you the feedback in the chat, right? Um, Maybe a link or direction to buttress the story. Absolutely, yes, absolutely, right? Because the thing is this: is that, see, talking to investors, talking to your employees, talking to your customers, they need proof. If you walk into a restaurant now and you see the picture of the chef with Gordon Ramsay or the chef with Hilda Bassi, all of a sudden your brain tricks you to think that the food is 40% sweeter than it was supposed to be in the first place, right? This that is a pitch, right? It is putting yourself in the best way possible in an advantageous position to get your ask, right? And you need to give them everything they need for them to make those decisions, right? That benefit you. You get? So anything that will bring doubts out of the way. For every claim you make, add more proof. The more you do this, the more you keep condensing it, and you will eventually find that sweet spot of the thing that you have to say that somebody says, "Oh, don't worry about it." So is the advantage that the Americans tend to have when they say, "Oh, I worked in Stanford. I went to Stanford, or I went on Ivy League, or I worked in France. So I worked in Facebook, Apple, Google, Amazon." They're like, "Okay, okay, fine, fine, that works." So that's fantastic, right? So we are not privileged to have some of that. So what do? We we do proof of work as opposed to proof of expertise, proof of grade or anything. Okay, I've built this. I've built this. I have this experience. I have this experience, and based on that, I can actually speak from this point, right? So that's it. I think Mide is the next person because according to the way it was submitted, Chata has gone, Cindy has gone, so Mide is the person that's left. Okay, so Mide and Tochi actually, yes. So Mide and Tochi are the only ones left, yes. So Mide, you go out, and after you, Tochi goes.
Alright, sir.
Yeah, fine.
Okay. Hi everyone, I'm Olumide. I'm one of the founders of Fosape. Together, our team has over 8 years of combined experience building payment products and working with global partners. And in that time, we've all seen the same thing. We've seen firsthand how slow, expensive, and limiting the current banking systems are for businesses and freelancers across Africa. Let me paint you a quick picture. You run an online store in Lagos, and let's say a customer from Ghana pays you on Monday, but your payment service provider tells you the payments will arrive by Wednesday or Thursday. By the time it lands, you've lost 5 to 10% in fees, and you have waited for at least 2 days before you're settled. Now, you can't even restock fast enough to keep up with orders as you wish to because you don't have the money instantly. This is the reality of 90% of businesses that sell online in Africa. The same thing applies to freelancers and remote workers who get paid in stablecoins. They have the funds, but they can't spend them easily. And that is why we have built FosaPay. We're a stablecoin powered banking solution that helps merchants earn more and get paid instantly. With FosaPay, merchants can create payment links that accept stablecoin, get same day settlement, and we're 2 times more affordable than traditional processors. The market is huge. Over 95 billions of dollars move across African borders every year. And with the adoption of stablecoin, we can tap into this market without compromising on quality and cost of running. Our mission is simple. We help merchants earn more from each transaction and help stablecoin holders spend anywhere. Thank you.
Okay, that was that was short, but obviously going to be missing some things. So, what is it missing? Oh, first thing I noticed was that you totally forgot your one liner. You went directly into founder fit and you totally forgot the one liner. Like totally forgot it. Right? So there's that. Yeah. Then please, Ashley, what else did you hear? What was missing in the pitch? And the founder fit
So
was combined. Okay, so please, you
yeah,
have the
like
floor. Yeah.
the founder fit he spoke about was kind of more of his team. Like it's understandable that it's your team, but by the time you're speaking with investors, they're basically wanting to know why you are the best person and why they should give you money. You're a representative of your team. So it's less of like a group project and more of you marketing your product and yourself as the best individual to be paired with this product. That's what I would say to.
Anybody else have something to say about Fazapi? Okay, Chiamaka, please, you have the floor.
I don't think I heard him say anything about his business model. Did you?
Mida, did you say anything about your business model?
Oh no, I didn't specify the business model.
Okay. So, comes back to the thing we keep saying, which is if you do not practice your pitch, you will be tempted into changing it every time somebody else asks you about it. Right? You have to be really good at it to the point where it's second nature. Right? You have to be really, really good at it before it becomes second nature. So, you practice it, you practice it, you practice it. Right? Good. So, um, so that's it. Then, Tochi, you have the floor, please.
I was proposing next call. So that
Okay,
we
next call. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Okay,
Thank
fine.
you.
So the thing is this, right? I know some people might actually want to pitch. However, we would restrict the pitching to the people that actually um, make preparations prior to the pitch, which is this was selected based on the people that actually did the voice notes for the pitch today, right? So if you actually want to pitch, do the voice notes before the next one, so you can actually pitch during that period. However, next week we're going to be heavily focused on. Hold on, please. So next week we're going to be focused on the business itself and traction, right? So fantastic if you have a working app with traction, right? So see how we're going to do it: revenue or audience, right? If you've built an audience or built a revenue, we have to work on that, right? Now it doesn't mean that we're not going to. I mean, if you drop your pitch before Friday, you're gonna pitch, obviously, right? But we need to now get to that level of okay, fine. This is it. Even if it's a mock-up of the product. Now, it would help if all your products are in production, right? If your product is in production, you get a higher chance of actually locking in the pitch this thing. However, dropping your voice notes of what you've done so far and how you've made your pitch better or your reviewed pitch, right, also gets you almost like a this thing of pitching. You get? So that's what we're going to do next week. Then for the people um that actually drop their voice notes, I think there's 7 of you, right? So for the 7, I think we're going to we're going to do $25 each, right? So at least suppose Grid do TGIF. So that Chiamaka, you would figure out a way to get it to them, right? We would have done it through Streamlink, but until the bug is finished, which is fine. Now, do you people want it in USDC or do you want it in Naira equivalent? Oh, what are we even saying, self? Tochi is here now. Tochi.
Yeah, my guy.
Okay, so we'll send it to Tochi. We'll send you will use patch and actually cash it out in this thing now. So Chiamaka, you're going to run it with with Tochi, right? So I'll send you the 25/7, then you would disburse it. It's a good way for the seven of them, the ones who are not even using patch now, to kind of test and use it. So um, collaborate on the chat and let's do that. Okay?
Okay, no problem. I'll send Touchy message.
Okay, fine. Then send me the wallet. Let me transfer you this thing and we'll take it from there. Ide, you're raising your hand.
Yes, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening. I want to ask a question concerning foundership. You mentioned something.
Yeah.
You said the founder feed should contain why you are
Have
not
you
giving
seen the
it to-
template?
Yes.
It's there. So in the template, there are three sub titles for the founder product fit, which is what is the market consensus that there are people that in that industry, that's what everybody believes in the industry, right? To be true, or something everybody has accepted. That's one. The second one is what is your experience relative to that industry, right? Then the third one is what is the unique insight you have about that industry? Or better still, what is what is the thing that you disagree with that you now want to solve? So for example, let me use PatPay, right? PatPay's case is that social vetting for for handling default is better than any other kind of vetting in the African space, right? And he could say this because he tried raising money when he was trying to start his business and he couldn't. And this is after all the experience he got. And the only people that were willing to give him money were people that actually knew him. So they were not giving him the money based on any collateral. They were giving him the money based on the social capital he actually has with them in the line where he actually learned how to trade, right? So there should be a truth everybody believes in the market and they've settled for, and there should be your unique insight saying that that truth is actually not true, that this is actually the real problem. Because see what it does for investors. It tells them that this person has a unique idea of how to look at this market. That's one. If they do that, if they have that unique idea, then they probably found a better mousetrap in that market. And if they found a better mousetrap in that market, we should bet on them to basically turn the market into his space or into his way of seeing it. And that's where most of the profits is to be made, right? So that's exactly why those two things are very important, your one liner and your founder product fit. You're not going to give a plus size man um, money to start a football academy, but you're going to give Mikel Obi, right? It's a no-brainer, and that's how you also want to kind of position yourself. So you would always find that thing that makes you an expert in that industry, right? So that's it. Anybody have any more thing to add so that we can move forward? Okay, so maybe by Monday we would discuss. We'll throw it open to the house and we'll discuss our IRL, right? So we want to do an IRL in Abuja, a demo day IRL, but we're also thinking of combining it with like a mixer and some other activities, media team, basically have like a mini event kind of thing, right? So next week we're going to discuss it at length so that we can figure out how like a date that everybody's comfortable with, how we can go around it, you get, and and basically just make it like a very this one party too mix it too sweet too, you know. But that's it, because I would love all of us here after this to basically have a stage to present on, right? So everything you've learned, all your fears, present in front of people, in front of a reasonable size of a crowd, right? Because all that does for you is like, well, if I've done this now, then what else can't I do, right? So because that's how you get confidence. You don't actually learn it. You don't actually just have it. You practice it and you practice it till it becomes second nature, right? But also, we're also going to use it as an excuse to have a great time and to have a party, right? I mean, all work and no play, right? So yeah, exactly. Yes. Plus, like Ashley said, plus the opportunity to create content that can be sent to VCs on your behalf, right? So, um, um, we plan to have like a day before the event to have like media where you can come and create content, create stuff. People that are doing podcasts within the community will be invited, and you can actually be on some of their podcasts. Just create a whole body of content so that when you have enough content yourself, you can actually share with investors, right? So that's it. So next week we're going to discuss that. However, this week everybody should have a lovely weekend. Go back to the template, practice it, go after it line by line, then also practice your presentation, right? How you pulsate, how you make it a story, how you don't go off script, right? Keep trying it, keep trying it. It'll get to a point where it's second nature. Okay? Eddie, you want to say something before we go?
Yes. So during how like when I was making my pitch, I actually had a problem in calculating the market size, guys, the term and all of that. I don't really know how to go about it of actually bringing out the
So
numbers
so
that I actually
so
want to
okay.
show.
So what's gonna happen? You can search for it on YouTube, but I see all you people a video for that. So just keep an eye for it. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. Okay, fine. So I think we can go here. We can leave now. So everybody have a lovely week, okay? Yeah, bye.